What up, though? Welcome back. You know what time it is. About to get on this late night session. I said I'm gonna go live and kick it tonight. Talk to my people. Whether it's the holiday or not, gotta get to it, you understand? And the sentence for the night, stop doubting yourself. Know who you are. Know what you want to do. Believe in yourself. I'm gonna let a couple people come on in. We're gonna get straight to it. Kick some of this poetry, spoken word. Give y'all a little bit of motivation tonight. Always remember that. Never be afraid to dream. That's what we on. And I'm from Detroit. This Verner's up here. Ain't no alcohol. Ain't no coffee. I don't drink coffee either. I do sip every now and then, but I'm laying off of that. Matter of fact, we're going to get into that in this video also. I'm going to talk about that too. We letting all that shit go. We letting all that negative energy off of us, Shaking that devil off, Again, this ain't nothing but Verner's up in here. All the Detroiters, they know what the Verner's about. That's that good ginger ale. That's that Midwest Detroit shit. I don't know why I keep saying them. They ain't sponsoring my show and shit. But still, shout out to them. It's all good. I'm going to start off with one poem that's right off the top, right off the dribble. Like I told you before, it's one of them pieces of poem that's going to stick with me forever. And I hope that it stick with you forever. And damn, why I keep not bringing my, hold on 1 second. Hope I ain't take too long. Did you miss me? How Martin said in that one movie. That's what I've been meaning to show y'all. I've been meaning to show y'all these on a couple of my episodes and videos, period. I do have laminated pieces of some of my poetry. You can email me and I can get them to you if you want a laminated copy of some of my poetry, some of my spoken word. Because when I go out and perform throughout the city, usually at most venues that I perform at, after I perform, I like to have merchandise. That's one thing a lot of y'all artists should always invest in. Have you some merchandise. Have you something for sale after you perform, because that way a lot of people can remember you. And you'll be surprised how many people want to leave with some type of what's the word? I'm about to get it out. Bear with me. Memorabilia. A lot of people want to leave with some type of memorabilia when they leave some type of venue or place where they at. So you'll be surprised how many people out here is making a lot of revenue off of merchandise and things like that. So these are signed and laminated. And it's just one piece I got called Never Be Afraid to Dream I'm about to get into. We're going to start the show off like that. And the subject for the day, again, I'm just telling you to stop doubting yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you do. And understand you're here for a reason. That you're here for a purpose. Your time is limited. So I suggest you get to work. Listen to me. As a kid, I spent a lot of time alone. Just me and my imagination. But you see, as I grew older and met more people, you see, I slowly started thinking with limitations. See, just because they tried, failed, didn't excel, don't mean you should dream, settle for simple things, or grow old with the same story to tell. Because see, as a man, you gotta work. Sometimes get down in the dirt. Have tough skin, opinions hurt, but most importantly, keep God first. And stop thinking in reverse. See, that's why the past is the past. See, that's why legs move forward, not backwards. See, everything's temporary, none lasts. But you can't be afraid to dream. See, you got to think outside the box. Know your worth, never settle for what you believe, realize what that means, and that is to never stop. Because see, we all here for a reason. Everybody is the author of their own truth. But you see, what's more important is the lies and distortion that some being selling to the youth. See, you can be who you want. Time, place, position. Just keep your eye on the journey and don't forget the mission. Pay attention to your vision, even if it gets blurry. You'll get your credit in the end. Just keep in mind that this is your story. So never be afraid to dream. Just don't stop while the world is moving. Baby steps. Long as you ain't where you were yesterday, ain't nobody losing, you improving. See, this is a movement. You the Malcolm and the Martin. And anytime you're about to stop, just keep in mind why you started. So never be afraid to dream. Around the corner is your breakthrough. Never be afraid to dream. Watch where God and self-confidence takes you. Never be afraid to dream. Rap talk. Snap, 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 snaps. I appreciate you. So let's get into it. I'm talking to the hood right here on this episode for sure. On one hand, I didn't want to start throwing that hood in there. I gotta talk to my people though. I gotta talk to the hood. That's my audience. That's who I speak for. And that's where I'm from. But even though I think beyond the hood, and I know other people can relate to, and I want to reach other people outside of just the hood mentality and the hood people. But it's basically like I can only talk about what I know. I mean, let's just be real. Even though it's a worldwide scale, and the more I work and progress, I could probably clean it up a little bit more, all that shit. But the hood is just cursed and fucked up, you know? Yeah, I said it. We know it. I mean, this whole world on a whole nother plane, I get it. But my people, I mean, on all levels, you have to stop doubting yourself. You have to stop overthinking. I mean, the simplest task, you have to just do it. You have to learn from experience. Don't be afraid to make the mistakes. Don't be afraid to bump your head and have to readjust and turn around and meet other people and start all over. Don't be afraid of that. I mean, how long you gonna wait? I mean, better yet, I'm gonna ask you a deeper question. How much time do you even think you got? I mean, just think about it. How much time you think you got? How much time you think you got? So how long are we gonna party? How long are we gonna keep going in these circles of doing the same bullshit over and over every weekend? How long are we gonna do that? How much drinking and getting high the hood gonna do? How much? How much? Where is it taking you? Getting high every day and doing the same thing and not progressing and trying to do nothing positive and build. I mean, where is that getting you? Like I say, when I talk these things, I'm not talking at you. I'm actually talking for you and to you. It ain't like I can even throw myself in the equation because I'm definitely not perfect. I got a lot of fucked up things in my mental and things how I feel and things I've seen and things I done been through to even gather to grow to even get to this position to even reverse it like that, to even have the confidence to even ask my people that. Where is it gonna get you? After you kill that bottom, that problem's still there. Baby girl, after you had that sex with some couple of people and thinking you feeling loved and thinking that moment and somebody needs you, after he get up and put his pants on, we to tell you to leave, that problem's still gonna be there. That problem's still gonna be there. The whole energy of just, I mean, it's like we just going through a whole cycle in this world. It's a sex crazed world. It's a drug infused world. It's a live for drama type world. It's a I want to hear bad news to make me feel good type world. I mean, where's we at? I mean, in the hood, what is, when you step outside your door, what type of energy do you even look for when you just walk outside your door? I mean, like, which friends you even calling for what type of energy that you about to receive? I mean, do you even ask yourself that before you walk out your door? Before you pick up that phone and make that phone call to the people that you associate with and talk to? It's like, do you even gather the thought to think to yourself, like, why do I even want to be around this person? And not saying that you have to pull on somebody, but what type of value do they bring to your life when you walk out your door or you receive somebody inside your household to talk to or to build with? Like, do you think about the energy that one received when you spend time with someone? Like, what is you getting out of it? Is they helping you progress? Is you at peace mentally when you talk to somebody or around somebody? Or is it a whole bunch of bullshit? Was it a whole bunch of gossip? Was it a whole bunch of energy of things that you don't even want to hear about? I mean, let's just talk about it. You ever just be around somebody and you just think to yourself, and the whole conversation is complaining? What do you do about it? Do you just let it consume you? You just let them keep talking? You know, when you say you agree, you know you feed into it for them to give you even more, right? And it's only so much subconsciously that you could just take from a person and just be like, okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm trying to let it go through one ear and out the other because I love you. But it's only so long you could take the whole energy of somebody that's talking to you with negative vibes to where it just don't playing on your mental a little bit. The same thing with the music and the television that you watch that consumes your mental. Because you know they all fighting for your attention, right? I hope you know that. I hope you know that. Every channel, every TV show, every commercial, every song, every video, they all competing for your attention. They want to consume you. You know why? It's because you move like a customer. Like EPMD say, you a customer. That's what you are. You a customer. That's all you is. You ain't nothing but a customer. You're just another person out here just looking for something to follow. Looking for something to pay for. Doubting yourself. Doubting what you can do. But you looking for somebody else to don't get me wrong, support is good, but you're looking for some type of escapism through other people. You're looking for a leader. You're looking for someone to pay to help you escape. And at the end of the day, it's all in you and something that you could be doing. Little mama, you so good at making them cookies, but you don't believe in yourself. You so good at doing hair, but you don't even believe in yourself. You so good at painting, but you don't even believe in yourself. All these things you can do, but you don't believe in yourself. And the people you're around don't make it no better. They don't make it no better. I mean, look how you spend your day. Wake up, do what? Not to mention if you got a job, that's damn near what? 12 hours of your day gone dedicated to that. Whether you just work 8 hours, you got your commute there, you got your commute home, you got to get ready for it, dress for it. That's at least about what, 11 hours of your day. Then you sleep how many? Not to mention some of y'all need extra sleep. Sleeping 8, 9 hours a night. That's a quarter of your life being slept away right there. With doubting yourself. Understand you're here for a reason. Understand you got things to do. You got to get away from the negativity and the negative energy. And the people that ain't on your path. It's all right to switch lanes. It's all right to do something different. It's all right to start over. And that's what some don't understand. It's all right. It's all right to start over. Give yourself a second chance to get it right. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me find another poem to get into for y'all. At the end of the day, stop doubting yourself. I got this one piece I wrote. Matter of fact, I wrote this pretty recent too. I'm gonna read this off the ink. This one is called Stop Asking for Permission. And that's something I firmly believe in also. Because that goes with the doubt. Because you're looking for somebody to validate your situation. You're looking for somebody to validate, to tell you, okay, do it, it can be done. First off, a lot of people ain't gonna do that because they want to be the ones doing it. Most. I'm not gonna say all. Because it is some people out there that genuinely support. So I don't want to throw out that negative energy to make you feel that everybody's against you. And that's one thing we have to separate ourselves from too. Of just the vital thoughts to thinking that everybody's against them. Because it's a trained behavior growing up in the hood that your head be on a swivel to where you think people are against you. Because you've seen so much betrayal. You've seen so much hurt and disappointment growing up in the hood. So it's a behavior that you have to grow out of. But at the end of the day, stop asking for permission. See if you can dig this piece. These people don't think like you. Don't get caught up in perception. We was raised in the ghetto, they wasn't. They don't understand our rejection. The reflection of me looking in my son's eyes when I gotta say that I can't. Should I feel defeated or go the extra mile and sacrifice my life, even if my mind goes blank? No question. I lived and seen the results of making the wrong decisions. And once I got on my feet, I knew what I didn't want to go back to dealing with or living in. Enough of the police. Enough of these streets. Gas prices got us trapped. We can't even drive miles to get decent food to eat. Now, if I ran in your office with a mask ready to blast, am I considered a savior or going out in a toe tag? Both. And I quote, so call me the GOAT. Get yours. Stop asking for permission. Because the answer is no. Stop asking for permission. Rap talk. Let's bring that one back from the top. I just wrote this one recently. I think I still made a video for it. Let's do this one again. These people don't think like you. Don't get caught up in perception. We was raised in the ghetto, they wasn't. They don't understand our rejection. The reflection of looking in my son's eyes when I gotta tell him that I can't. Should I feel defeated or go the extra mile and sacrifice my life, even if my mind goes blank? No question. I lived and seen the results of making the wrong decisions. And once I got on my feet, I knew what I didn't want to go back to dealing with or living in. Enough of the police. Enough of these streets. Gas prices got us trapped. We can't even drive extra miles to get decent food to eat. Now, if I ran in your office with my mask and ready to blast, am I considered a savior going out in a toe tag? Both. And I quote, so call me the GOAT. Get yours. Stop asking for permission. Because the answer is no. Rap talk. Snap, 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 snaps. Stop asking for permission. I mean, that's life lessons. I mean, like, can we genuinely get to it and understand that those are life lessons? You have to, that's the title of the video. Stop doubting yourself. Fuck them. They only gonna give you so much. There's only so much we could take. I mean, we could take more, but it's only so much we're gonna be able to take mentally, and especially when you're on the front line, working for the man. You understand? It's only so many ways we can navigate through this system. So you have to create your own lane. So let me give y'all a couple more pieces. I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. Definitely tell a friend to tell a friend how we moving and grooving. I do got this piece I wrote called The Streets Don't Love Nobody. I'm gonna get into that for y'all. And I definitely hope a lot of y'all out there take heed to the words and pass it on and understand. Because we definitely losing too many of ours. And this positive shit, I don't know if this positive shit ever gonna really spread like that. I think it is. I mean, because the laws of nature, we're gonna have to get back to it sooner or later. But the only thing about it, the shit gonna be cool. That you're gonna respect who it's coming from. And sometimes I be thinking to myself about a lot of artists that I grew up on. And I be thinking like these record labels and stuff like that. I be thinking like, did they know how big this shit was really gonna be? I mean, let's dig back and think about it for a second. You had artists and albums that came out at a time where a lot of different social issues was going on. And let's just be real. It was a lot of people with messages that really just snuck through the cracks. When I say snuck through the cracks, I mean like it's really albums out there that I know they weren't listening to. When I say they, I'm talking about them labels, them execs, them powers that be, the people that's controlling it now, the ones that was kind of still around back then. It's some of them albums they were just letting this go on through. They couldn't taint it. How Slum Village say that shit was, some of that shit tainted right now. But albums like Death Certificate, Tupac, them early Tupac albums, I'll be mad at some of y'all too about that shit too. We're gonna talk about that too. Some early Tupac albums like that Tupacalypse Now, and that's strictly for my niggas. That's strictly for my NIGGAZ. Man, go back and listen to that shit. It was some powerful shit on them albums. It's cool, y'all, and we fell in love with the Thug Life Tupac. Around the time that Thug Life album came and all that stuff. It's cool, we fell into all that. Don't get me wrong, some of the production might have been a little bit off on some of them early Tupac albums. Go back and listen to that shit he was talking about. That shit was powerful. And when I say powerful, a lot of that stuff can, like if you read the lyrics right now today of some of them songs and the shit that he was talking about, he wasn't doing nothing but saying, he wasn't doing nothing but going off on the police damn near every song and talking about political and brothers sticking together in the hood and how it's fucked up out here. And in 2022 today, we going through the same shit. But when it turned Thug Life, everything got turned up a notch. I get it. We fell in love with the whole person of being this way. The thugged out, intelligent sex symbol, you know, which is a good package. I get it. But the shit he would talk about in them early albums was powerful. Go back and listen to that Soldier's Revenge, all that shit, Trapped and man, all that shit. But where was I going before I started talking about Tupac? Oh, here we go. I was talking about how some of these albums just snuck through. My whole point is I was about to get at, them labels, they weren't listening. Like I said, we was coming out of the phase of rap so-called being a fad because it was switching so much. But then when the revenue came in, of course they had to capitalize off of it and control it and push it out and commercialize it and make money off of it to control it and decide who comes in and who don't. That's just business. That's business. I understand that. But there's some powerful albums that got made with lyrics on it that's still out there. That definitely need to be researched. Definitely need to be played. But the thing I be thinking is, how can we make it cool again to be positive? How can we make it cool? I mean, it is the cool. I mean, we the culture. We always control the cool. Always. That's what we do. We control the cool. And I'm from Detroit, so we definitely control the cool. Hey, since Motown, all that. We control the cool. I mean, black people in general. I don't want to generalize it. I mean, I definitely got to represent and speak for where I'm from, of course. But black people, we control the cool. We control it. But unfortunately, we control all the bullshit too. It's like every other corny turn. It's the gossip. It's the bullshit. It's the name dropping. It's the who did wrong. Even though everybody do got fuck ups and a lot of things do need to be talked about and exposed. That word exposed. I mean, the whole energy of putting somebody else out there. But there's so many people that live off that, but they don't understand that it slows down the mentality of the world. That algorithm is so powerful to where if you click on one piece of bullshit out of curiosity, they keep that shit coming. I mean, they literally keep that shit coming down your feed. All the bullshit, all the nonsense, all the gossip. You look at one story, you in there. You in that algorithm. All that algorithm, they got you locked in that shit. But if you start searching that positivity, you can see something different. And you probably even find yourself starting to think different. Because it's amongst you. You're only going to know what you pay attention to. Unless you're just a man of study or a woman of study who just seek information. And that's a gift and a curse too. That's definitely a gift and a curse too. Because some of us can store so much information to where you just get confused. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how many people just know so much to where they confuse themselves. Because what happens is you won't even know what to believe in. And especially now living in a world full of influence. That's why they call these people influencers. The ones that got a whole bunch of followers. They give you that title because they know you can persuade people. But more than likely, to get even more, you're going to have to persuade that bullshit. You got to give them that bullshit. They want the bullshit. They want to know who fucking who cheating on who beefing with who, what relationship didn't work. Got to feed them the bullshit. I'll give y'all another poem, man. A poem of peace. Streets don't love nobody. Listen to me. These streets don't love nobody. Why you think they always repeating at this? Hold on, let me bring it back. These streets don't love nobody. Why you think they always repeating that it's lonely at the top? Nigga, the feds is coming, the bitches is running, these little niggas on the block want your spot. That drunk conversation on intimate info with that whole turn evidence. Voice recording. Hood extortion. Now let's see how much time you ready to spend. You see, some ain't built for this. Caught a case. Thought it was easy and find out that it's hard. Playing mind games with vets in the streets and you a rookie. Nigga, you could have been better off just getting a job. Hell, you work the same hours. Second and third shift, taking a life risk with no benefits. Doing things you never did before, treated like a hoe and thinking the hood don't know you a snitch. Nigga, stop that shit. And in the end, your friends gonna rob you probably. You see, all these hood stories in the same. These streets don't love nobody. Streets don't love nobody. Snap, 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 snaps. Rap talk. Rap talk, baby, baby. I'm fucking with y'all though. I'm loving the energy. I just love the outlet. But that's one thing we do got though now. One thing they can't take away from us is the independence. They can't take that away. It's gonna be hard. I mean, they can lower you. When I say lower you, it's like they can shadow ban you. I really don't even want to use that word. They can do it if they want to. The same way they can blow you up, they can keep you down if they want to. If they want to let you take off like that, the shit you talking about on your airwaves, I mean, even on your Facebook and Instagram, they want you to take off and become a factor, they can do it. Another question. Let me ask you something. You want to give it to you or you want to work for it? Let me say it again. I probably stuttered a little bit. Do you want to give it to you or you want to work for it? Even though it could be both. But think about that. Think how special it's going to be to you once you work for it. Once you become over that doubt and the progress finally comes. Think how fulfilled that's going to be. When you see all them long nights of staying up, being frustrated, going through the hardship, losing people, losing friends, family not even understanding what you're working at. Think how fulfilled you're going to be once it pop off for you. Because it's definitely a process. It's a process. Everybody you start with ain't gotta be the people that you finish with. Probably not gonna be. Let me say it again. Just because you start with somebody, that don't mean you gotta finish with them. Like they say sometimes, people there for a reason and a season and a reason. Either one. Just keep that in mind. I could elaborate more. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get the picture. Let me find y'all another poem I can pick. Another spoken word piece. I got so many of these joints, man. I be trying to find something I don't do as often. I hear so many different subjects also, but I like to stay on my motivation tip. Because I think that'll probably push me through. That'll probably push me through a little bit more before y'all get to loosen up and see so many other avenues of me. Because you can take me serious, but I am a real laid back kind of guy. I like to have fun. I talk my shit. I'm definitely a people person when the time's right, when I feel like it. I mean, I'm a Cancer, but I like to bring the world to me. Let's open up when I get comfortable. So being home, having this conversation with you, though, I'm definitely comfortable. I had somebody tell me that too about my videos. She was like, I see the growth. She was like, I see how comfortable you be looking, talking in your videos now. She was like, it just looked like you just having a conversation, just talking into the, like you seem personal. It was like you just talking to me and just, I told her that was the point. That's what I really wanted to get to. Where it's just simple, to where it's just a conversation, just one-on-one when you watching these videos. Like I'm just talking to you. I'm comfortable with you. I'm kicking it with you. I mean, this shit is like a diary. This motivation, these motivational speeches and pushing this energy out. If I just touch one person, the job is done. It's part of my purpose. Is to speak these words and talk that shit and make somebody just get off their ass or just do something tomorrow. That's the gift I want to share. Because I ain't got to yell at you. I ain't got the theatrics. Sometimes it could just be a conversation that sink through. Listen to me. We got this piece called Stepping Out on Faith. I think I remember this one by heart, though. I'm just looking at this whole list of a whole bunch of poems that I got. Let me see, like a boom, boom, boom. It's just a list of a whole bunch of poems I got. Most of these I know by heart. So I'm going to just say this one. This one is called Stepping Out on Faith. How long you been in that rut? Mad as hell Sunday evening, Monday morning, punching in, not giving a fuck. Stuck inside a maze. Afraid to chase your goals because you mentally a slave to corporate offices. Paychecks got you behind and you thinking you can handle it. Dealing with work assholes, ass kisses, and micromanagement. You see, I'm from the streets. You see, getting rid of drugs was more than just a hustle. You see, it taught self-discipline and mind reading skills to read people and stay wary of oncoming trouble. As the money doubled. But back to reality. Let's talk about Uncle Sam steady taking my taxes. See, I'm putting in overtime trying to get over this hump while I bend over backwards. And that's kingpin shit. And they got you trained to do it each week. Monday through Friday, don't even think about the outside world. Dedicate that time, that ass belong to me. Now is this your future? In the past that you think that this would be your present? If you don't work for your goals and you're going to work for someone else, just let that marinate. Think about that for a second. You see, you was created with a purpose. Find yourself because you lost. Work for yourself just like you do for others. So just remember that thought there. Boss. Rap talk. Snap, 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 snaps. Stepping out on faith. I suggest you do that. Step out on faith. Get shit done. Take that chance. When you wake up tomorrow, do something new. Tomorrow. Do that for yourself and me. Do it for me. Matter of fact, come back to the comments tomorrow or whenever and tell me what you started. And I'm going to definitely respond to your comment. Just tell me something you started or tell me something that you did. Tell me something that you did that was some type of leap of faith or something that you don't usually do to better yourself. Speaking of bettering yourself, just want to talk to the hood. Put that bottle down. What the fuck is we partying so much for? Put the drugs down. Put them pills down. What the fuck is we partying so much for? Huh? You anywhere you want to be. Going out with $50 in your pocket. Fresh outfit. You just spent a couple $100 on the outfit. $50 in your pocket. Standing around, staring at people, barely even talking to people. Every other weekend, what you partying for? Don't you got something to work on? Don't you got some type of goals or something? I mean, not to mention that the time is steady ticking. And I'm talking to the grown-ups that's out here doing this bullshit. Don't some of y'all just feel a little don't some of y'all feel just a little stupid being in a club or a bar when your shit ain't really together and half these people in this room or if not a couple years older than your kids? Don't you feel a little stupid inside? Don't you feel a little stupid inside? When you spend all your money, late on bills just to hang out and say you went to a certain function that you didn't gain none out of, but just being there just to say that you went there, maybe for a picture to put online, some for the gram, some for Facebook to say you was there. Did that really make you feel whole and successful inside? You got drunk, you got high, came back home, no one's there for you. You want to do it again next week? Your bill's still coming. Trying to impress people that really don't even give a fuck about you. Do you feel good inside after you do that? After you have to hustle and bustle and catch up with certain things after you took that trip? After you took that trip across the country or out of country that you barely even enjoyed because you was too busy taking pictures and going live to prove to people that you were out of town, that you went somewhere? And half the people that saw the pictures were just steady scrolling because they went there, so really didn't care. But when you come back home, you got to regroup and make up for all that because you really did it on a whim of just impressing somebody else. Do you feel whole inside after you do those things? Or after you purchase something that you really can't afford? To look more important? To look like you have more money? Do you feel good inside? But matter of fact, let me reverse it. Do you know how comfortable it is to live within your means as a grown person? Do you know how much more comfortable it is to live within your means? To take time before you make that one purchase that makes you happy, to where you know it's paid for, you know it's yours, you know nobody can come and take it. Or if you're in that place to where you are renting or whatever, or leasing, or financing, if you are that you know you can pay for those things and still have money after you pay those things, because mentally and physically and strategically you prepared yourself years before, and before you made those purchases and understood that, okay, I make this X amount, and if I buy something for this amount, I can afford this amount, still have this amount. Do you know how comfortable it is living within your means, but still having your own? Without telling? Are people curious how you pulling it off because they're on the outside looking in, but not even understand that you living within your means because you planned this way before it came to fruition? Do you know how comfortable that is? I do. But at the end of the day, do what you gotta do. If you wanna live out there with your front up, I'm gonna fake it till you make it. keep up with the Joneses, want to move, got it. Do you? If it stress you out, that's on you. But even though stress can come in all different types of forms, because on the outside looking in, you never know what somebody might be going through or not going through. That's the tear right there. It could be one thing, but it could probably be another, something not even on the surface. And as a man, I dealt with those things. I still deal with them. I mean, let's just be real. We all grown. So we all have things that we deal with or things that might plague on our mental that can come in different forms of stress. So you have to learn to adjust and see what's right for you and work on what's around you. And don't be afraid if it takes time. But even though early in the video I said you don't know how much time you got left, but it's still ways that you have to be patient. But you have to work. Ain't no way around that. They even say that in that good book, faith without works is dead. So work on self. Matter of fact, get into this piece I wrote. It's called You Still Got a Chance. It's actually in the book I wrote also. I'm gonna get some more physical copies of this book made up too. Even though the link is in the description, you can get this book, download it straight to your phone. The link is gonna be in the description to where you can read this book. But this might be like the only copy I got, like the physical still left. I wrote this joint years ago. It's old to me, but new to you, some of y'all. I still do be getting sales every now and then too. I be seeing a couple of dollars will fall into the slot. It might be somebody overseas and all types of stuff like that, different countries, but I have checked the balance and I've seen like one or two would be sold. It might be like a little month span and stuff like that. But hey, somebody getting a message. So if you want to check it out, the link will be in the description for this book. But this is a piece I wrote called You Still Got a Chance. I'm going to leave y'all with this. To the kid about to stand on the corner. To the kid that stomach needs a meal. You still got a chance. To the father that's unemployed. To the mother that's life is unenjoyed. You still got a chance. To the criminal that regret what he did. To the parents with no choice to where they live. You still got a chance. To the person not accepted for religion or race. To the innocent in jail that concentrate and escape. You still got a chance. To the homeless in the ghetto that struggles day to day. To the kid inside him that never knew it could turn this way. You still got a chance. This is for the person with the thoughts to advance. No matter your condition, my people, you still got a chance. You still got a chance. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you on the back end. Rap Talk.